Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we are diving into one of the most explosive election controversies South Africa has seen in recent years. Just weeks before the 2025 general elections, a shocking revelation has sparked outrage across the country. Official ballot papers have been found with the wrong year printed on them. Instead of 2025, some ballots were marked 2021. That's not just a minor typo, it's a massive blunder that's now threatening to shake the foundations of our democracy. The Independent Electoral Commission, or IEC, has confirmed the error, but insists it was an isolated incident involving a limited batch. They claim the mistake was discovered during quality checks and that those ballots have since been withdrawn. But for many South Africans, especially opposition parties and civil society organizations, this explanation isn't enough. Because if a basic detail like the election year can be misprinted, what else is going wrong behind the scenes? The MK party, led by former President Jacob Zuma, has come out swinging. They're calling the misprinted ballots a symptom of a broader collapse of integrity within the IEC. To them, this isn't just a careless mistake, it's a possible attempt to delegitimize the vote or even manipulate the outcome. They've publicly demanded a full independent investigation and have hinted at legal action. Their supporters are furious, and many now question whether the upcoming elections will truly be free and fair. This scandal has hit at a time when public confidence in the state is already at an all-time low. Years of corruption, crumbling infrastructure, rolling blackouts, and rising unemployment have created a fertile ground for political instability. The general election was supposed to be a moment for the nation to reset, to vote for change, accountability, and hope. But now, with the IEC under fire, that hope is being overshadowed by suspicion. Let's take a step back and ask, how could something so basic, printing the correct date on a ballot, go wrong in a country with decades of democratic experience? The IEC is supposed to be one of the most respected independent institutions in South Africa. But recent events have chipped away at that reputation. From disputes over voter registration and party logos to logistical problems and now this ballot scandal, many are asking whether the IEC is still fit for purpose. And this isn't the first time elections in South Africa have faced controversy. In 2019, the IEC faced criticism over delays in vote counting and allegations of double voting. Back then, the Commission promised reforms and improved oversight. But fast forward to 2025, and we're still seeing errors that could have devastating consequences. Political parties are now sharpening their knives. The DA has slammed the IEC for negligence and has warned that any further mistakes could plunge the election into chaos. The EFF has demanded full transparency and warned that they will not accept results from an electoral body that fails at basic administration. Meanwhile, the MK party has taken the harshest stance, alleging that these errors are deliberate tactics to discredit Zuma and his growing political influence. It's also important to remember that this isn't just about politics, it's about ordinary South Africans. Voters are watching all of this unfold with growing skepticism. Many feel betrayed, wondering if their vote will even count, or if the outcome has already been compromised. In a country where voter turnout has been steadily declining, this controversy might push even more people away from the polls. The implications go beyond this year's election. If the IEC fails to regain public trust, it could damage the credibility of the entire democratic system for years to come. That's why there are now growing calls for international observers to be brought in, not just for the election day itself, but to monitor the entire process, from ballot printing to result announcements. Some legal analysts have even suggested that if misprinted ballots had been used, they could be grounds for challenging election results in court. That would lead to costly legal battles, potential delays in government formation, and even the possibility of reruns in closely contested areas. Can the country afford such chaos in the middle of a fragile economic recovery and worsening inequality? Let's not forget how sensitive the timing is. This is a high-stakes election. Many believe the ANC could dip below 50% for the first time in democratic history, potentially forcing coalitions or even ushering in a new era of political realignment. That makes the integrity of every single vote even more crucial. In a landscape this competitive, a single error can tilt the balance, and when that error comes from the very body responsible for safeguarding the vote, alarm bells start ringing. Then there's Jacob Zuma himself, a man whose political resurrection has defied every odd. Despite facing multiple legal battles and being found in contempt of court, Zuma remains a political force. The MK party has grown rapidly, especially in KwaZulu-Natal and parts of Gauteng. Zuma's supporters believe the system is rigged against him, and this ballot scandal has only reinforced those beliefs. Whether justified or not, the perception of bias is damaging enough. So where do we go from here? The IEC has promised accountability, transparency, and better checks going forward. But the public isn't easily convinced anymore. Trust, once broken, is hard to restore. Civil society groups, legal experts, and watchdogs are now demanding more than apologies. They want full audits, real consequences, and structural reforms to ensure this never happens again. At the same time, the media and public must remain vigilant. The health of a democracy depends on an informed citizenry and robust oversight. We must continue to ask hard questions, demand answers, and refuse to accept incompetence wrapped in bureaucratic excuses. And finally, we turn the question to you, our viewers. Do you believe this was just a printing error, or is it part of a deeper crisis threatening South Africa's democracy? Will you still have confidence in the election results after this scandal? And what must be done to ensure your vote truly counts? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe for more political updates, and share this video with friends to spark important conversations about our democracy. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you next time.